Good morning and welcome to Florida Day 18. So today we're heading back to the Magic Kingdom, but before we do, we've got breakfast at Toppolino's Terrace, and it's one of the few character breakfasts that we've actually been able to book and that is actually currently available, so we're very excited for that. For Magic Kingdom, it's going to be a bit of an all-dayer because we really want to watch the Enchantment fireworks again, because this is our last full day in Magic Kingdom. And we want to kind of do all of the things that we didn't do on our last day at Magic Kingdom. So we've got a lot to try and cram in, but we're excited for it. But first, let me show you outfit of the day. So I am wearing my Mad Hatter Bound. This is a skirt from Lottie Bounds, which I absolutely love. I've just got a plain tee and my Minnie Mouse Main Attraction ears. Now, I was originally planning to bring my Minnie Mouse Main Attraction teacup bag, but we were running out of room in the suitcases and I didn't just want to take up space unnecessarily just for one bag. So fireworks it is. So this is the December Minnie Mouse Main Attraction bag. Let me show you the boys though. They are twinning today. So the boys have bought these Walt Disney World, what are they, baseball jerseys?
Yeah. Is the spin around?
Oh, look at that. So it says Walt Disney World on the back, and you can get them in little and large. How cute are they?
Yeah, it seems cute, but it's really cold. It is.
It's a little chilly in the room this morning because we've got the fan on, but it is certainly not going to be chilly outside. Although for the first day, we've actually got rain forecast for when we're at Disney. So we've got our little Pac Max with us today, just in case it does rain. Hopefully it doesn't, but it does need to cool down a little bit. So we are going to head up now to Gran Destino Tower. We're going to get a lift over to Riviera for Toppolino's Terrace. So we'll see you there. You can see it's quite overcast already this morning. It's quite nice though. It's actually a lot cooler than it has been. Although the temperature is dropping by like 11 degrees today. But it's still beautiful.
A bit like summer at home.
A bit like summer at home, yeah. Toppolino's, we have just been given a little game set. How cute is that? And this has got some pastries in. It's got chocolate chip muffins, pan au chocolat, it's got honey butter, some chocolate spread, and homemade strawberry jam they've advised. And how cute is that? And we have pog juice. I think they called it like a Riviera Sunset or something, but she's advised that it's pog juice. One of our favorites. So at Toppolino's, it is a fixed price for adults and children, which we'll share with you when we get the bill. But it is basically a bit of an all you care to enjoy. So although it's like a fixed menu, you can order as many menu items as you wish. So we're trying a couple of different things. So we've got the usual sort of like eggs, bacon, sausage coming, and of course the Mickey waffles. But I've also requested to try the quiche Gruyere, which is quiche with Gruyere cheese and pancetta, and also the sausage hash, which sounded interesting. It came with like a poached egg and an English muffin, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna like come, but I thought it sounded interesting and definitely worth a try. So for the price, I suspect it's, obviously we've not had the food yet, but it seems like it's going to be pretty good value for money. Obviously because it's character dining, but with a difference now, it's kind of like socially distanced characters, but that works fine for us as well. So I'm sure we're going to enjoy the experience. So Oscar has gone for the Mickey and Minnie waffle dippers with scrambled egg, bacon. The sauces are maple, jam, or raspberry I think, and chocolate. But how cute are these little dippers? And they have a paper case on them so that when you do the dipping, it's not going to go all over, so that's great. We also got a side of the Mickey waffles. We got a side of the sour cream. I got the sausage hash, the Gruyere that comes with roast potatoes, and Pete went for poached eggs that have come with bacon and sausage. arrived, and for the adults it was $42 each, and for Oscar it was $27. So the total is $118.22, and then obviously the tip underneath. And also, although they can't sign autographs because of social distancing, Oscar's just been given this card, which is really cute actually, but it's got the it's got all of the autographs on the back, so Minnie, Mickey, Donald and Daisy. So at Toppolino's Terrace, you can come out onto the rooftop and the view is incredible. So you can see the whole of the Riviera Resort, including one of their pools. You can see the Skyliner. You can see
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. What else can we see?
I don't know where Mount Everest is. I think it's a mountain.
Oh, you can see, we think that's Mount Everest.
I think it's Big Thunder.
Like there, in between?
Yeah, I think it's Big Thunder. It depends if which one's closer.
How beautiful.
If Animal Kingdom's closer, then it's Everest. If Magic Kingdom's closer.
So in the Riviera Resort gift shop, you can also buy little plushies of how they're dressed in Toppolino's Terrace. How cute is that? They're priced at $24.99. Yeah, $24.99 each for the plush. I can't see Daisy though. So we've just finished and are leaving now Riviera. We're just walking to their bus stop to get a bus over to the Magic Kingdom. But in terms of the meal, I actually quite like the new character dining way. Like it didn't seem rushed. They came around on a couple of rotations. What would be advised though is to get all of your pictures in one. So if there is a character that you all want a picture with, then just get it all together, because they can't guarantee that they'll come again, and I suppose it depends on how quickly you eat. But in terms of the cost, I thought it was good value for money. I think what was good was that you could order more than one, but they brought it out as like a side portion, so it wasn't a full portion, which was good because obviously you don't want food waste. I really enjoyed it, did you?
Oh, I don't know, I don't think I did.
You did?
The food was okay. I think the character interactions is as good as it can be. But for me it's just not the same as the old character breakfasts. It was fine.
I quite liked it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I like how everyone there is like commenting on your ear, so like even the cast members are like one of the shopkeepers did as well.
Yeah, I've had lots of comments on my ears this morning. So no, mixed opinion then in the store's household. I enjoyed it, but I always prefer like something a little bit of like a quicker interaction and a nice photo, and kind of get through it quicker rather than really prolonged meets and then you kind of sat around waiting for everybody else to be finished. So no, I preferred it, and I think for the money that we paid, it's probably the most expensive breakfast that we've paid for so far, but obviously you would expect that with character dining. No, I enjoyed it. So, but yeah, mixed opinion, so I guess have a look at this vlog and see what you think before you book it yourself. There's just something so special about walking through onto Main Street and seeing everything and hearing it and smelling it and just seeing everyone's excitement. I just love it. There's just no better feeling. So our plan for today is to do some of the attractions we haven't yet done. So first up we are heading to Tomorrowland Speedway. We keep calling it Autopia. Disneyland Paris reference, but yeah, Tomorrowland Speedway. On the way we're obviously going to stop for Purple Wall pictures. If you didn't know where it is just as you're heading into Tomorrowland, like adjacent to the castle, if you can see. There you go. way, although it smells very petrol-y, which is slightly unpleasant. I also found, certainly riding it by myself, is that you have to push really hard on that pedal, so it's not necessarily the easiest ride with children, so they might need some help. So we're over to our first advanced pass of the day, which is Peter Pan, but it's feeling very busy here in Fantasyland. Really crowded. Yeah, really busy. Captain Hook. So after Peter Pan, we rode the Mad Hatter's Teacups. I'm obviously dressed the part. Pete and Oscar were mean again and spun me very fast. I don't like it. And now we're going to head over to do the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. We really enjoyed that last time. We thought it was very funny, and I like that they picked someone in the audience to make a joke with. It does feel very busy today. The ride times are very high. Seven Dwarfs is like 2 hours. Peter Pan 75 minutes. Buzz Lightyear 50 minutes. So yeah, wait times seem particularly high today. We hoped it would be slightly quieter this week after the marathon and President's Day weekend, but I guess not. Wow.
All the way down for me, all the way down.
That's so cool. What, little monster snacks?
So guys, go all the way down the left-hand side for me, please. Yes. All the way down the left-hand side. All the way down the left-hand side.
Hey! There is a human wearing my shower curtain, and he's gonna buy churros for everyone!
We thought the Monsters Inc. laugh floor was very funny. We didn't get picked, but the ones that did, they were very funny, weren't they, Oscar?
Yeah.
Do you know any jokes that you can tell everyone?
No.
No? I learned a new joke. What did the Dalmatian say after he ate his meal?
Well, that hit the spot.
That hit the spot. That's good, good one. So we're now going to head over to Frontierland for Splash Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, and we're going to try and do Space Mountain as well today to get all the mountains done. We haven't walked through Liberty Square yet on this trip, so we're just doing it now, and I don't know if maybe for the US folk it's how we feel about the UK pavilion. At Epcot it feels like it's lovely, but it's very ye olde, isn't it? But wouldn't it be nice if everywhere looked like this? So I love that. No, it's a very pretty area.
Is the lesson today. Don't you worry, Mr. Bluebird. I learned my lesson.
What are you saying?
It's like we just got through a waterfall without a drop. like go through waterfalls. So
It's like everyone ducked.
So unfortunately our day is becoming a little bit frustrating. So we were trapped on Splash Mountain for like quite a while. We were just sitting in the sort of loading bay for a while, and then as we were about to then ride Big Thunder Mountain, it's gone down and no clear time of when that will be back up, if at all. The other thing is we've been trying to use the My Disney Experience app to book in for our next like return time and things, but it's just not working. We find that if you're not on a full park Wi-Fi, as in like the full like 3 or 4 bars, whatever it is, it just doesn't work. So even though we do have data, it's limited, but we do have data and we can switch to 4G. It just doesn't give us the option at all. So we're really struggling with the My Disney Experience app today. We just did have a chat with someone at Guest Experience, and they said it's possibly just due to the capacity of the park and everybody trying to use it. Not helpful though when that's the only way you can do things. So as a result of that, our return time that we were originally trying to book onto has added another 40 minutes onto it, because that's just been the length of time in between when things have been working or not, and then obviously ride times are shooting up. There seems to be quite a few like downtimes in the park today with rides going down, and it's really busy. So I don't know, I think we just didn't have this experience in Universal, and I really don't like to compare parks, but you do think Disney, the money that they've got, the fact that they're now pushing everyone to use My Disney Experience for everything, whether it's your desk return time or Genie Plus or whatever the case might be, make sure like the Wi-Fi is suitable then, because it's not, and we found it's been really intermittent, so not great really, especially not when the park is this busy. However, it's now our return time to pick up our mobile food order that we put through on Sleepy Hollow. So this is a place we've been looking forward to trying for a while, so we'll show you what we've got. Okay, so what we ordered from Sleepy Hollow was the waffle with, I think it's the honey sriracha and chicken, so that looks very nice. We also got a corn dog which comes with a side of, well, chips, but ready salted crisps. We also picked up a funnel cake and a chocolate milk and a Coke, and the total of that was $40.51. I'll do a taste test from Pete. He's got his hat on backwards because of the sun, not because he's trying to be so cool.
It doesn't actually taste like sriracha, it only tastes like honey, but then you get the heat sort of after you've chewed it a few times. But no, it's really good. And the portion size as well, it's more than enough to share for 2 people. Because it's like 2 chicken breasts and a giant waffle, it's quite easily split between 2, so that's just half of what you get.
And Oscar, what do you think of your corn dog?
It's like way too big.
Way too big. Well, let's see how you get on. So I've just tried the sriracha chicken and waffle. I can definitely taste the heat. I think it's really hot, like hot. Nice, but it is hot.
Because you can't taste the sriracha in the flavor. It just tastes like honey, but you then get the heat afterwards.
Okay, so Pete's saying you can get the heat, but it's just the flavour. It doesn't taste hot. It is just the heat afterwards. It tastes like honey, and I agree actually. But it's nice and crisp. The waffle is nice and crispy, and the portion size, unless you were really hungry, it would be too much I think for one. So I think we did well to split it really between us. It's probably just right for lunch after our big breakfast this morning. So really happy with that. It's nice. Okay, Oscar's going to do a taste test of the funnel cake. In all of our time, we haven't had a funnel cake before, have we?
Are we going to start eating it?
Just pick a bit off, I think. What's it taste like?
It's really good, but I don't know how to describe it. Well, it's like waffle, but there's sugar on it.
Oh, okay, so like just a batter. Okay, funnel cake taste test. Oh, it's a big piece.
Yeah, maybe we could. Like, for instance, I'm loving it so far.
It tastes like a fairground fried donut. Like a cheapy donut that's fried and they cover it in sugar.
Tell you what it tastes like. It tastes exactly like that pancake bar we get from Costco. That Krusty's pancake bar that we make for him. Because we've made donuts out of it before, like deep fried it. It tastes exactly like that.
I disagree. I think it tastes like fairground.
I think it tastes like
donut. Either way, we're all in agreement that it's very tasty, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's good. There's a lot of powdered sugar on it though, so Oscar's going to end up looking like a snowman, I think. But it is nice. And again, because of the size of it, we're just going to split it between the three of us, so I think it's a really good value snack. Are you a powdered sugary snowman?
Yeah.
Did it help when you put your face in it? How's it on your glasses?
How was it on my glasses?
Yeah, this powdered sugar has got everywhere. Although, surprisingly, not all over my face, just the boys.
On my jacket.
Interesting. Okay, verdict on Sleepy Hollow. It was definitely very good, and I think a really reasonably value meal that we could share. It was tasty, it was good. Enjoyed that. So now we're going to head over to our second mountain of the day then, Big Thunder. It appears to be back up. So it was down then for about 2 hours, I think. Yeah, 2 hours is probably about right. And then at some point later today, hopefully we get the third and final mountain in with Space Mountain, but I guess we'll just see where the day takes us. Who can you see, Oscar? Is it Belle? And Ariel? Never done here is the Liberty Bell, and we've done the one at Paris, and we just thought it was a nice little thing to do, to go around and see all of the parks and things. So we're doing it because we were passing and the time was just right, wasn't it? It was just about to board, so we'll see where we go. We enjoyed the Liberty Bell. It was because of how the park is actually at capacity now. We know that because somebody on the boat was telling us, and that's why it's so busy. So it was just nice to kind of get away from the crowds and just go and do something a little bit more peaceful and relaxing. And now we're kind of like right back in the thick of it as we're going through Fantasyland. But it is super busy, like really busy here. But we are heading over to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for our return time. We're excited about that, aren't we?
Yeah.
One of our favourites. And then what we are hoping to do as well is Buzz and Space Mountain. I want to do the carousel as well. I've not done the carousel yet on this trip. So as I said this morning, we're just trying to kind of bash out some of the ones that we haven't yet done, either today or like either on this trip or ever. So We're doing quite well. It's about 3 o'clock now, or just after 3. Fireworks at 8, park closing at 9 tonight.
It's just raining. It wasn't raining when we went in the cave.
It's just started raining.
Why did it start? Why did it start?
Well, why did it start raining?
Why is it now a water ride?
Why is it now stopping?
Just letting the other people off before they let the van basket. Someone's obviously taking a lot longer than that one.
There we go.
There you go.
Hi. Oh, I'd happily go round on this ride again. So we've just come off Seven Dwarfs, we really enjoyed that again, but as we're leaving the ride we've just seen that there's like a little nook that you can kind of step in literally on the exit of the queue, and you can get Snow White's little cottage. Well actually no, it's the Seven Dwarfs cottage in the background, not Snow White's, but it's a cute little photo opportunity which we hadn't seen before. It was just as we were joining the queue we saw some other people taking a picture here and we thought, oh that's very cute, so that's what we've done.
I'm the tall one. I'm the small one. I'm the tall one. Hello. We're in the wilderness.
So we've just enjoyed the carousel, however it stopped halfway through and we were all a bit puzzled because we thought it's only gone round once, is that really all we're getting? And it was actually because a child had climbed off their horse and decided to stand in the middle of the ride, so they had to shut the ride, and the parents were just looking completely gormless, weren't they, as in like... So we're just on our way to the front of the castle because Mickey's Friendship Fair is going to be starting in about 10 minutes and we're excited to see that. We had a little peek earlier as we were walking through and they were in their 50th wear, so that's always nice to see, isn't it? Nice and festive. So, unfortunately, this is the end of the footage for our Magic Kingdom day. If you have been following along with the trip series, then you will know that we had some real issues with our camera memory card setup. We kind of don't really know what went wrong, but essentially we lost all of our day 1 footage, which was our first day at Universal with the Wizarding World. It also impacted today's day 18 footage, where we lost half of the footage of Magic Kingdom and also some elements of day 19, which is our Animal Kingdom day. Now, whilst we have got a contact who we've commissioned and helped us like source and repair some of the broken clips, for some reason the second half of this Magic Kingdom day just poof, disappeared with no sign of it whatsoever. It wasn't coming back as corrupted or broken or anything like that. It had just disappeared as if we hadn't recorded, so no idea what happened to that. So just a very quick recap to conclude the day. Unfortunately, the stage castle show actually was rained off. There was a message over the tannoy to say that unfortunately the show wouldn't be going ahead due to the forecast of heavy rain, which I understand obviously completely, it's for safety reasons and things, but oh god, when you've stood and waited for 40 minutes or whatever it was and then to be told it's been rained off, kind of annoying, but can't be helped of course. So we didn't actually get to watch the castle stage show. after that, the rain didn't actually materialise for a while. So we'd gone back over to Tomorrowland. I think we rode on Buzz, and as we were coming out of Buzz, we ended up having to take refuge in the gift shop because the heavens just opened, and it was that huge Florida downpour that just did not stop and was so heavy and fat and literally like soaking the streets and creating giant puddles and things. So we kind of took refuge in the Buzz Lightyear gift shop, and as soon as it stopped we ran over to Carousel of Progress to shield from there a little bit longer. When we came out from Carousel of Progress, the rain seemed to have dried up a little bit. We ended up on Space Mountain and we had a great time on that. Again, Oscar is such a little thrill seeker that he was just loving it. And then we headed over to Dumbo to ride Dumbo. Now, as we were riding on Dumbo, or actually no, it was before we were riding on Dumbo, we were in the little play area bit, there was a message over the tannoy in Dumbo to say severe weather warning, and people should take care that depending on what was happening with the weather, certain things may or may not be operating. So we rode on Dumbo whilst it was dry. And because it was our last final day in Magic Kingdom, we were supposed to be watching Enchantment again, but obviously with that forecast we thought, well, let's not make the same mistake as the Stage Castle show. There's no point pitching up, getting a spot, waiting around if it's potentially going to be rained off. So we thought, cut our losses, let's just leave the park early before we get caught in something, which obviously we're really sad about for our last full day because it was still only about maybe 6 o'clock by that point. So we hike up to the buses. Fortunately the rain hadn't materialised at that point, so we were able to stay dry. But really frustratingly, we then waited 40 minutes for a bus back to Coronado Springs, and whilst we were waiting we saw resort buses for every single resort come round at least twice. So, you know, the Coronado Springs queue was like really backed up at this point, and everyone was kind of like, what is happening? Have we been forgotten about here? So by the time we left Magic Kingdom, oh, it must have been a bit later, because I remember by the time we left it was only 10 or 15 minutes towards the Enchantment fireworks show. So after all that we thought, oh, we could have stayed, because again this rain did not materialise and it actually stayed dry. So it's just one of those things where you think you're making the right decision but it turns out not to be the right decision, and it's just a bit frustrating. But by that point we had really fallen out with the Disney bus transportation service, that's for sure. We headed back to Coronado Springs and we ended up in the quick service and we grabbed some food from there. If I remember, Pete and I picked up Philly cheesesteaks, which came with, it was actually on the side, which I suppose is nice for picky eaters, but it came with onions and peppers on the side, which was really nice, like on the sandwich itself. With that we picked up some fries. Oscar had, I think he must have had an Uncrustables and some snacks, some milkshake, etc. And it was really nice actually, the quick service at Coronado Springs. The only thing I would say though, it was really pricey. I can't quite remember the exact price off the top of my head, but I'm thinking it was in the region of like $45. And I just remember thinking, for what we actually had, like 2 hot sandwiches and a cold sandwich and a drink each and maybe a small snack, I just thought that seemed quite a lot of money, but it did taste good. But that was the only time actually that we ate in the Coronado Springs like dining area at all. And then we just went back to the room and took ourselves to bed. So to be fair, the footage, it probably wasn't, you know, that exciting. You've not missed anything. Fortunately we've not lost anything that really meant so much to us, like the first day that we were desperate to get back, and fortunately we did. But it was just a shame that the kind of day turned out as it did. Obviously nobody likes a rainy day in the parks, but this was just a weird one because it didn't quite materialise, fortunately, especially if it was supposed to be really severe, because nobody wants that. But it just meant that I think we made the wrong decisions. So I hope you've enjoyed the half vlog of Magic Kingdom. The next vlog will be our final day at Animal Kingdom. Now the bulk of the clips absolutely fine, but do just bear in mind that there are some slight glitchy things that we've tried to overcome by kind of piecing things together and things. But if you do see anything that's a bit strange, again, it is just because of this footage issue. But fortunately we have got a full day at Animal Kingdom. I don't think we lost any footage, or if we did, it was just a couple of clips that don't hinder like the bulk of the vlog really. So hope you enjoy that. Thanks again as always for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and a subscribe is always appreciated, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.